Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. We are here once again with the Ultimate Racing League for the Saturday Championship. This is round 4, race 2. As you can see, we are still at Daytona. You have to use the hards and mediums in this race. Obviously the grid is reversed to wherever they finished in race 1. So Sid the Sloth starts on pole again for race 2. Minky starts 2nd, Fazer starts 3rd, Pete starts 4th, Stealth starts 5th, Rufus starts 6th, Brian Mechanic starts 7th, City starts 8th, Storm starts 9th, Unforgiven starts 10th, Grasshopper starts 11th, and race 1 winner starts in 12th. So let's get this 14 lap race on the way. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and there go. Pedal to the metal now. Sid taking them down to the first corner for the first time. Oh, looks like Ninky caught the... Like I was saying before, you have to be careful on this. Looks like he caught the barrier. Yep, he literally just about caught the barrier there. That's unfortunate there for him. Oh, big contact there between Delph and Rufus. What happened there? Literally just the tiniest sort of touches there, which is puts Delph off a little bit, but he's able to get it going again. But he has lost a few spaces, so is Rufus as well. So now he's got to make his way back up again. Fazer has taken the lead now. He's got ahead. He's been able to get ahead of Sid the Sloth. Sid goes out a bit wide there, so I won't be surprised if he gets a penalty there. Now Peter's making a move on Sid now as well, trying to get that position from him, but Sid is fine back, not letting Pete get that position very easily. But always is, the first couple laps is always fast and furious. But Sid is managing to keep it, but no, Peter has got that second spot now. With Storm there in 4th, he's being chased by Brian there in 5th, Unforgiven there in 6th, Grasshopper there in 7th, Dirk in the 8th, Stealth there in 9th, Rufus there in 10th, Ninky there in 11th, and Silly there, he had an off. What happened to... I just about saw that, what happened to Silly here? Okay, so he's coming down to the chicane. Oh, got that first bit all wrong. And then too much power, and that spun him, so that's very unfortunate for City there. Got that one all wrong. So now he's got work to do to catch everyone up, trying to get the car going again. Taking him a bit of time, but he's got there in the end. Anyway, comes to the end of lap 1, Fazer does have that lead. With Pete there in 2nd, and Brian Mechanic there in 3rd. Sid there is doing well, managing to keep that in the top 4. But he's got Unforgiven, Storm and Grasshopper all behind him, plus Dirk as well. And they're all going up the inside, well, Storm has been able to go up the inside of him so far. The Storm's up to 4th. But he's now got Unforgiven and Grasp going it again like they did the last race. Grassop's going up there, trying to go up the inside of Unforgiven. He does have, he's a little bit ahead, but now they've come to this corner and Unforgiven's got back, and now Derg's trying to get past Grasshopper now. So at the moment there's, in these first few laps, there's no space for mistakes, because a little mistake punishes you. And they're going 8th, Delphi there in 9th, Rufus there in 10th, dropped off a little bit there, and then Ninxie is there in 11th, and City there in 12th, gradually catching back up again after that off. Phaser has now got a half-second penalty to serve, so he's serving it. That will allow Peter to take the lead and take the fastest lap for the time being. They are both on the same tyre, both on medium tyres, so there's going to be no advantage for either of them. But they do have Stormageddon closing the gap on them gradually, but he is on the hard tyres. So is Brian Mechanic on the hard tyres as well. Looks like Brian Mechanic's trying to go up did try to go up the inside of Storm, but Storm's not having any of it. Then Unforgiven there is in 5th. He's got Derg just behind him in 6th. Grasshopper and Sid Sloth are battling it out now for that 7th spot. Sid is trying to keep up with the fast guys. Hello to the guys who were watching. And Sid is trying to get past Grasshopper here. Is he going to be able to? Or is Grasshopper going to keep him behind? Yep, no. Grasshopper keeps that position. But now Nafe's got, Sid's got Stealth really right behind him now, looking to try and get past. The Stealth is on the hard tyres, Stealth is on the medium tyres, so Stealth is on the faster tyre at the moment. Grasshopper's just had to serve a penalty. And Grasshopper obviously there is in 9th. Rufus is there in 10th, so there is a little battle here. Stealth is now getting past Sid. We're trying to get past Sid. Oh, they were all over the place there. That's allowed Rufus to get past Grasshopper here. Trying to go around the outside of him. But unable to. Is Rufus going to be able to get past Sid here? He is trying. Obviously Grasshopper's there as well. They all are having a little battle here. So look at this, going free adrift. Grasshopper's got past the both of us. He's got past Sid and Rufus in that through that chicane. Rufus is still trying to get past Sid, but Sid has got that half-second penalty now that he's going to have to serve. He is the first person to take to the pits. Oh no, Dirk has already gone into the pits, so that's they've gone up a few positions now. Looks like Rufus went out a little bit. He went out a little bit wide there. Ninky's up to now 9th, so Dirk's going to drop down to Silly into the pits as well. So they're all going to get off their hard tyres now and get onto the medium tyres. So currently lap 5, we have Pete leading with Storm in 2nd. Fraser's just behind there in 3rd. Brian the Mechanic there in 4th. Unforgiven there in 5th. And they've got quite a biggish lead to Stealth in 6th. Who's got Grasshopper trying to close down on him in 7th. With Rufus there in 8th, not too far behind them. And then obviously there's a big gap to Ninky in 9th. And an even bigger gap to Derg in 10th. But bearing in mind, these 3 have just come out from the pits. Let's run aboard with Grasshopper. The Stealth has come out of this chicane and he's got a half-second penalty now. So he's going to be serving that shortly. Storm has now gone into the pits. So is Bry. So now Stealth is serving that penalty. So now Stealth's just lost 2 positions in that one straight from that penalty. But Rufus has closed that gap on Grasshopper a little bit. Looks like he's trying to get that, chase him as quickly as possible. So if it's getting even closer to Grasshopper, putting Grasshopper under a hell of a lot of pressure. Is Rufus going to be able to close the gap significantly here and get past, or will Grasshopper keep this position? He probably will keep this position. We're just looking at the top 2. Pete there in 1st. And Fraser there in 2nd. Oh, Grasshopper just picked up a 1-second penalty through the chicane. That's going to allow Rufus... Oh, Rufus has got half-second penalty as well. But that will allow Rufus probably to get past here. Mr. Rufus is now up to 3rd. Grasshopper's down to 4th. And then Stealthy there in 5th. Stormageddon there in 6th. He's been chased down by Brian 7th. Unforgiven is there in 8th. And Dirk is there in 9th. With a big gap over Sid there in 10th. He's got a half-second penalty. And Silly there in 11th, just behind him, closing the gap. He should take 10th spot once he serves that penalty. If he doesn't get that position from him first though. Yep, gets past Sid on the first corner. And Ninky New there in 12th place and last place at the moment. So he has a good, decent lead at the moment over Fraser there in 2nd. And they've got a decent lead over Rufus in third. It looks like Fraser didn't get out of that corner very well. That will allow Rufus to close the gap on them. So these three, Rufus, Grasshopper and Stealth, are all going for it. All on the same tyres, so there's no advantage. Grasshopper has got another penalty this lap, so he's not doing, the penalties are not being very nice to him at the moment. But now Stealthy is there right behind Grasshopper, looking to try and get that position from him. They are on the same tyre, both on medium tyres. This is the closest battle at the moment by the looks of it. Rufus is definitely closing that gap onto Fraser now. But Stealth is there right behind Grasshopper. Grasshopper is feeling the pressure here, but he's not making a mistake because of it. But Stealthy is there now in fifth, looking to go for a pass, looking to make a move on Grasshopper now. But he wasn't able to get anything out of it. Stealthy's still there, chasing Grasshopper down, and then they've got a big lead to Storm there in sixth, with Bry there in seventh, Unforgiven there in eighth, about second behind, and then Derg there in ninth, and then they've got big lead over Silly Shot there in 10th. Ninky there in 11th. And Sid the Sloth there, just about to serve his half-second penalty in 12th, not too far behind. So we are on lap 9. Just going to be a matter of when are they going to pit now, because they have to do a minimum of 3 laps on each tyre. So it could be this lap or the next lap. In the next, it'll definitely be in the next couple of laps they will pit. So lap 10, 4 laps remaining. Pete does have the lead for the time being, with Fraser there in second, Rufus there in third. So he has really closed that gap onto Fraser. Got Rufus starting to put him under a lot of pressure. Is Fraser going to be able to hold this hold this pressure, or is Rufus going to be able to get past him here? But Rufus is right there behind him at the moment, looking to get that second position from Phaser. Pete has pulled away. He's got quite a big gap to Phaser at the moment, but Phaser's got Rufus all over his rear bumper, more or less. And Grasshopper is trying to catch up in fourth, with Stealthy there in fifth place chasing Grasshopper down. So Rufus has picked up a half-second penalty now, unfortunately. So Pete has now taken to the pits. He's still going to carry on and do another lap. Stealthy has taken to the pits now as well. Grasshopper has carried on. So Rufus is up to second spot now. He hasn't got past Phaser, but he is in second. Grasshopper there in third. Stormageddon there is in fourth. He's being chased by Brian the Mechanic there in fifth. And Unforgiven in sixth. They've got a bit of a gap to Dirk there in seventh. Pete has now come out of the pits. He is there in 8th position. Stealth's going to come out in 9th, just ahead of Silly Shot. Ninky is there in 11th, and Sid there in 12th. So Phaser and Rufus. Rufus has got right behind Phaser now. Didn't get that corner quite right, me Rufus. But all three of them have got very low fuel, so I would think the top three will all be going into the pits here. They all are on the medium tyres, so they will all be going onto the hard tyres now. Let's just stay with them and see where they come out. Dom should take the lead. Yep, he has taken the lead for the time being. They haven't even started fueling up yet. They're not even in their pit boxes yet. They are just hitting their pit boxes now. So Storm has taken the lead. Unforgiven has taken second. Bry's taken third, but he's got Dirk all over his rear bumper there in fourth. P's there in fifth. Phaser's going to come out in sixth. Grasshopper gets out ahead of Rufus, but Rufus has made a mistake. He's come out on mediums and he was supposed to come out on hards. So now he's going to have to make, after all his hard work and the good race he was having, he's now going to have to make another pit stop to change the tyres, because if he doesn't, he will get disqualified. The Silly there in 9th, Delph there in 10th, Ninks there in 11th, and Sid the Sloth there in 12th. So the question's going to be, where is Rufus going to come out of the pits? So we are on lap 12. Phaser and Grasshopper are battling it out for that 6th spot. Yeah, Rufus has now gone into the pits. Oh, Phaser's made a mistake. What happened to Phaser? Oh, he's hit the invisible wall, so that's very unfortunate for him there. I think he should get past. So lap 13. So Storm is leading, Unforgiven is just behind him in 2nd. Brian Mechanic there is in 3rd, with Dirk there in 4th. Oh, Pete's just spun off. We went out too wide there, hit the wrong bit of curb and it spun him out. That's very unfortunate there for Pete. Where is he going to bring him back on? So he's dropped a couple of, well, 1 position. So that means Grasshopper's now up to 5th, Pete's down to 6th, but I think Silly will be able to get past him here because Pete has dirt on his tyres. So is Pete getting ready to get his position back? Stealth in 8th. Phaser in 9th. Ninky New there in 10th. And Nick is ahead of Rufus. But is Rufus going to be able to... Rufus is on the hard tyres now. And Nicky is on the medium tyres. This is the final lap. So is Rufus going to be able to get 1 spot back and get into the top 10? We'll have to wait and see. So Stormageddon there on the final lap. Coming down to the chicane. Alex is right there behind him in 2nd spot. Right on his rear bumper. Is he going to be able to pull a fast one and get past Stormy here? Or is Storm going to be able to keep that 1st position? Let's stay with these guys for a second and see what happens. So Storm takes 1st, Unforgiven finishes 2nd, Bry takes 3rd, Dirk takes 4th, Grasshopper will take 5th. Yeah, Grasshopper will take 5th. Silly was on his rear bumper, but he had to serve the penalty. So Silly finishes 6th. Stealth finishes, Pete finishes 7th. Stealth finishes 8th. Phaser finishes 9th. Rufus with half-second penalty. Is he going to be able to do it? Or is Ninky New going to be able to get past him right at the end? No, Rufus takes 10th, Ninky takes 11th. And Sid's the Sloth just coming around the chicane. And that was round 4, race 2. Thank you all for watching. I'd like to bring a shout out to our sponsors, EAC, Eldridge Air Conditioning and Dubby. And thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.